Hello, BookTube, and welcome back. Well, it's May, and in May, BookTube is doing an event called The Sound of May, where we pick a non-fiction book, a fiction book about music. It could be anything. It could be about a musician, a certain genre of music. Your pick, your flavour. It's up to you. This is right down my alley. I absolutely love listening to music. I've got a whole stack of vinyls. I know, old school downstairs that I like to just chill out and listen to. So this tag is right up my street, and I've read two books so far for this. This is my third. I've read Bruce Dickinson, his autobiography, which was Pants, and I've also read a biography of Leonard Cohen, which was pretentious. I haven't picked two shining examples yet for this tag. And with all these tags, also not tags, with these kind of like reviews, these are just my humble opinions. I'm not a professional book reviewer, so I'm going to disguise my opinions as fact when I'm talking, though. And I like to keep these videos under 10 minutes, and I'm already going slightly over. So, what have I read for the Sound of May in the past few days? This is The Jazz Standard by Ted Gioia. Now, this is a genre of music I don't really know much of, to be honest, but I've put my big toe in now. I've got A Kind of Blue by Miles Davis, and I've picked up some John Coltrane stuff as well, and enjoy it. It's my cup of tea. It's pure just chill out sessions. And in this book, it's a big book. It's about, I'd say, about 400 pages, maybe 450 pages, and it is, I can't remember how many jazz. The author's basically giving you examples of what he considers is the jazz standards, what songs that he considers. So throughout this book, which is starts off with the letter A and ends at the letter Y, I think. Y. And for each of those letters, he gives you examples of what he thinks is in the jazz standard. Now, Ted Gioia he knows his stuff with jazz. He is a musician, and he's a jazz historian as well. So he knows his stuff. He knows what he's talking about when he presents this to you. And I believe there's about 250 songs, 260 songs that he talks about through this book. And then at the end of each song, he gives you what you can look at YouTube. He gives you like if you like this song, go and check it up on YouTube from 1947 or 1961. He gives you like examples of each of the tunes that he thinks is boss. Now that's pretty much the structure and what the author is trying to get through to you. If you're interested in jazz, here's 250 songs which I consider is prime jazz, and then you can go from there. I give you some examples. Go and chill. Go and listen to some jazz, and it's structured to alphabetically. So there you go. The research that's gone behind this is immense. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, I've just said there's 250 songs in here, and he absolutely pounds each and every single one of these songs with so much the history behind the song, what musician created the song. Don't get me wrong, this is not like a how to do music 101. This is not the theorems of music. This is pretty much a song, like a brief history, a synopsis of the song, and then an exemplars of the song. And each song is heavily researched, about the racism. It's about competition, about the ups and downs of the jazz years, different rivalries, and it's so much research is gone into this book. It's really quite impressive. Now, the writing it's a very listen. The writing style is like, listen, I'm a jazz expert. I also love jazz, and it shows in his writing. Uh, Again, each one of them songs could be 10 pages, and you'll fly through it, and you can tell that the author is really interested and wants to make you interested in the subject of jazz. That does really come across. Now, let's look at the pros and cons. What did I think about the book? If you watch any of my book reviews, I don't give an overall, 7 out of 10, 9 Scooby-Doos. What does it mean? All right, okay. So for me, this book is really, really good, but it's probably not for everyone. This book shouldn't be read in a couple of days. It's not that kind of book. It's a book you pick up now and again and just pick a letter of the alphabet and then flick through some of the songs and then listen to on music, rather than taking in all the catalogue at once, and because your head will just get blown off because there's so much in there. And you'll probably have to read in some of the some of the suggestions that you want to go away anyway and listen to some of the music what he champions. So bear that in mind. This book shouldn't be read in one or a couple of sittings. This is a very much a take your time and chill out kind of a book, and it's fantastically written. If you're into jazz, if you're a musician, or especially if you want to get into jazz, you need to pick up this book, because there's a lot of information that you probably want to know about the different jazz compositions throughout the 100 years, because you will pick some of it up, and some of the suggestions that you go on YouTube as well. They really are good and quirky, and you can see throughout the years as well how one tune has actually kind of changed its rhythm a bit and like evolved from its earlier predecessors. So yeah, this book is not for everyone because of the from what it is. You've certainly got to have that like music interest to get out of this. It's massive. It's really well written. It's well researched. Take your time with it. Take it maybe a letter every now and again. It's not something you need to slam through to get it over and done with, to put it on your Goodreads. I've done one more book towards my my target of 1,000 books or whatever you do. This book is meant to be enjoyed slowly and casually, and then logging on to YouTube to see some of the suggestions and try and appreciate what the author's doing, and appreciate his passion for the music, and maybe that reflects in some of your enjoyment as well. If that makes sense, I don't know. I'm kind of like talking from the top of my head now, getting all whimsical and faffy. Yeah, so there you go. Bottom line is, this is a well-researched, it's big, great jazz book about many jazz songs that you might be interested in, not to be taken in all at once. And yeah, if that seems like it's your cup of tea, you go and read it. And that is the Jazz Standards by Ted Gioia, and I will speak to you soon. Bye, BookTube.